Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I hope I can share the slide now. Okay, first of all, we praise Allah, our God, for allowing us to meet this morning, and thank you, the organizer, especially Druba, for organizing this event. Note that all those achievement, if we can call it achievement, actually are the contributions and hard work of the whole team of UTM, including our students. So everyone contribute to UTM journey, not me alone. Okay, Druba, just now you said we wait until the end of my presentation, but I think I can allow, if anything that very, very urgent or you need very, very quick answer, you can just interrupt me anytime. So I will try to share in about 1 hour or so, and after that we can discuss, inshallah.
Okay, Doctor.
Okay. So I hope after we finish this session, we will understand the meaning and the application of critical thinking, the subject that we are focusing today. And we hopefully we also understand why critical thinking is very, very important, not for our career, but for our life. Yeah. So for your information, I always regard career is part of our life. Yeah. So better we look at our life and treat career as part of it, because we have our family, our own self, our community. And the next outcome, hopefully, we know how to develop and to practice critical thinking. I will share with you, not easy in certain circumstances, because normally our thinking normally will be reflected through sometimes very ad hoc session, or sometimes we need to write something. So when we write or when we share, so where sometimes we need a very good critical thinking practice. And the fourth outcome, so we understand the significance and the benefit of having critical thinking. Not only critical thinking, I will share with you later, so many kind or types of thinking that are very, very important to us, especially now. We are facing, for example, AI. We are facing, IoT, online, and so I think that this is the challenge where we should, utilize our brain, our mind, and our thinking power. Okay, my outline today is, of course, introduction and thinking and mindset, because sometimes we may be confused. What does it mean by thinking? What does it mean by mindset? So I will try to elaborate. And of course, different types of thinking, critical thinking versus other thinking skills, developing critical thinking skills, attribute of people with critical thinking skills, and some, hopefully you will get some take-home messages before we end with our discussion. As I said just now, I am not an expert in this area, and also I may be wrong in the way I interpret the meaning or my understanding about the thinking skills, and apologize for that. And hopefully, at the end we will come to agree on certain points, and also we benefit something from this session. Okay, first we start. What is thinking? So of course I have to refer to, for example, some dictionaries. So from Merriam-Webster, you will find the action of using one's mind to produce thoughts. So thinking is a process, an action. We need to work. Our mind need to work to come to maybe certain thoughts or certain views. So that's the where we say thinking. Thinking is about action or the working of our mind towards producing something. And I believe maybe most of you are doing research now. So I know you have been you have been to apa nama exposed to this experience of thinking and thinking. Probably every day, the process of thinking happen to all of you. And then from that thinking, you come to, for example, your research proposal. You come to certain theories that you may like to propose. So all that happen through the work of our mind. That's why during my school days, my teachers always remind us. Yeah. So to have a good mind, a healthy mind, you must have a good body. So there's one Latin proverb, mens sano, corpore sano. So the good mind comes from healthy mind comes from a healthy body. So please take care of your body, so to ensure that your mind can work properly, especially during your study. Okay, the second reference, Britannica. Again, same this description is the action of using our mind to produce ideas, decisions, memories. So if you want to have a good memories, so start have a good thinking and start taking action based on your whatever you are convinced to do, inshallah. Okay, so I think good to because maybe throughout my presentation we may be we will switching the use of thinking and mindset. Although I try to focus on thinking, but I cannot. I think I need to also make us differentiate what is thinking, what is the mindset. So basically, as we refer to the dictionary just now, thinking is as a process, the working of our mind, but mindset is something already in our mind, shaped probably by the way we think. Yeah. So I took it from one website. So all my slide actually I put a reference if you want to uh, refer later. So for example, mindset is a set of beliefs that shape how you make sense of the world and yourself. Not only the world, but basically I think we can break up on anything and on any issue, for example. For some of us, maybe we look at something and we set our belief on that. So it influences how you think, feel, and behave in any given situation. It means that what you believe about yourself impacts your success
Ni
or
duduk
failure.
sekanding je.
Okay. So I hope you are clear about the difference between the thinking. Thinking skills are your ability to process your mind. That's probably my own words. Your ability to process your mind, using your mind, processing, for example, information, your views, your understanding, and mindset is already set in your mind, something set in your mind based on your beliefs. So I will try to elaborate that throughout our and my sharing in this session. So that's why mindset will shape our behavior. Mindset will be reflected how we act, how we view something. But thinking is a process. So probably good, I think, at this stage, to have a good mindset, probably you need to start or you need to also aware how your mind, doing the thinking. Yeah. So we can discuss later. Yeah. So I hope we are clear. So that's why the second paragraph, mindset can influence how people behave in the wide range of situations in life. For example, as people encounter different situations, their mind trigger specific mindset that then directly impact their behavior in that situation. So actually, I'll have a slide later how actually we should embrace good thinking to form a good mindset. Okay, and not easy to change the mindset.
CZ punya tempat dah tak ada ink ke?
Somebody should mute. Somebody should mute the speaker. Yeah, please. So I think the process of good thinking, inshallah, will produce a good mindset. Our belief. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Maybe not very clear at this stage. I hope we can discuss later, inshallah. Okay, that's why I put this in my own words. Our values, belief, and purpose will influence our mindset. Why I say that? Because throughout our thinking, yeah, the thinking process should be guided. The values that we embrace, and the belief that we have, and the purpose. Because the values, belief will determine your purpose. For example, you have certain values, like for example, you have a good, you practice a very good integrity. So because then you believe integrity is very important in your life, and whatever you do, you will address your values and your belief with your purpose. For example, when you are given certain things, certain responsibilities, then you have, for example, a certain mission to do, and you will come back to your values and belief. So that's why very important, to have a very good value. Starting with a good values, belief, and
Katie! 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 Kenapa Katie tak ikut kita kali Nanti nak buat gimmick macam mana?
Can someone remind apa nama?
Katie tak ikut pergi camp kali.
Can someone tell them to mute?
Oh, Cik Din dah pergi. Okey. Tak apa. Cik Din dah pergi.
Kindly, everybody please mute.
Cik Din dah pergi.
I think you can mute all of them,
Okay.
Ruba. I suppose you can mute all of them. Sorry for that, Okay. So I hope it is clear now. Okay. This is I quote from Albert Einstein. The value of college education is not the learning of many facts, but the training of the mind to think. So this is, I think, sometimes people start to forget. Actually, the one of the purpose of education is to learn how to think. And I think in Malaysia especially, people start to criticize, because the way we educate, especially in our schools now, is so much about facts, and so little about how to think. Or even some people criticize that our education system doesn't allow people to think. So because they don't allow people to criticize, for example, they don't allow people to have a different thinking, or they don't allow people to question. This is a very dangerous, because we need to actually train our mind to think and to contribute in a positive way, of course. We don't need people to think negatively, and I will touch on that later. How bad the negative thinking to ourselves and to the people. So that's why I think, thank you, congratulations again, and Ruba and your team for having this session. I hope I will do justice to this topic, because as clearly stated by Albert Einstein, beside facts, beside you learn about theories, but actually what you need to learn also is training our mind to think. Our mind need to be trained. So you can see the different, you can see the difference in people who can think and the people who cannot think. And of course, to think you need, of course, knowledge. You need discipline to think. So this is hopefully we will address, inshallah. Okay, I quote because I always quote from Quran. One verse only. So many verses actually encourage us to think, order us to think. So this is one of the verses in Surah Al-Mu'minun. Then did you think that we created you uselessly, and that to us you would not be returned? See, in this sentence, the word think there. The word think, meaning we are not blindly believe. We are not blindly believe. We believe on something that we ourselves convinced about the facts. So this is one example. Okay. Again, why thinking is important? I actually after Druba contacted me, so he asked me to share on this. I searched my old reading material, and I found this book very old. I bought it in 2003, but I look back and I can see I marked quite a few. I mean, many pages I marked. Meaning I read this. I've read this back in 2003, so 20 years ago. But it's still very relevant. So I quote from John Maxwell about thinking. So your thinking, more than anything else, shapes the way you live. It's true. It's really true that if you change your thinking, you can change your life. Yeah. So I found it in that book. And another sentence in that book is people must learn how to think well to achieve their dreams and to reach their potential. I think you also agree. You can agree with me. Uh, yes, one is for people to think. Second is for people to think positively. Yeah. So you can see some people are so lazy to think, especially now with the social media. So they just rely on anything they read, and just rely on anything that they were told, but refuse to think very deeply or search for other information. This is very dangerous because through the negative impact to me of the, for example, AI, chat GPT, make us lazy to think. So this to me is not good. It won't serve us well for our future generation. Of course, chat GPT can do almost everything, but don't forget your mind is more super I mean more powerful than any AI tools that are available in now. So please, hopefully, we together today, inshallah, we keep in our mind, we start to work hard to make sure that we fully utilize our mind for the battle of our world in the future, inshallah. So we must do this thinking. That's why we can see some people, they cannot move forward, they cannot develop further just because they are so lazy to think. Inshallah. So I don't think I will touch on the science of thinking. I won't touch on the, for example, neuron. During the process of thinking, there's all sciences that I will be able to discuss. But we only apply our mind to have a good thinking, inshallah. Okay, another quote. Of course, you can search the internet. You can find all kinds of quotes about the thinking. So the capacity to innovate, the ability to solve problems creatively or bring new possibilities to life, and skills like critical thinking, communication, and collaboration are far more important than academic knowledge. So don't take me wrong. So you need academic knowledge. You need you need to learn something. You need to learn about facts, about theory, about theories. You need to learn about the experience of others. You need to learn about the research of our previous generation or our seniors. But if you don't have this capability to think, if you don't have the skills to think critically, so then your knowledge, I believe, your knowledge, whatever knowledge that we have, probably will not serve us well. Or meaning the knowledge that we have sometimes just become our knowledge, and we cannot apply, we cannot share with others. Because to share with others, we need to understand, and to understand it, we need to to think about it, to convince ourselves. I can share with you throughout my even when I do my PhD, through the thinking process that we understand certain theories. So we cannot be told just, okay, this theory like that, but without thinking hard on that, sometimes we don't understand it deeply, or you cannot. And if we are not understand it, properly, then we cannot. We cannot share with people. So that's my experience when I teach my students. So I have to think hard on certain theories before I can share with them. Okay, that's the importance of having this thinking skills, ability to think. Okay, another point from this book, why we should embrace the value of good thinking. Number one, good thinking creates the foundation of good results. I think I've discussed that. I shared that. why we need to have this good thinking. And good thinking increases your potential. Yeah, we can differentiate. We can see throughout our life how people with good thinking skill can progress, and how people without good thinking skill or lazy to think, they just probably won't go anywhere. And that's why we see some people, they just wasting their time. They don't know how, where to go, because I mean they don't they I mean they are lazy to think, and they don't really utilize the power of their mind. Yeah. Probably that why that happened. I believe one of the reason is they don't have something good in themselves, especially values. They don't embrace good values in themselves, so they are lost sometimes in life. So number 3 is very important. Good thinking produces more good thinking. Yeah, if you make it a habit, meaning if you make it a habit, for example, every day you wake up in the morning, you think of something, and after that you will progress, and you will see something. You will see something new, something interesting, and you continue with your thinking. And thank you, everyone. All the best in your study. Hopefully you will be successful in your life, insyaAllah.
Terima kasih Prof. Assalamualaikum.
Okay, terima kasih Prof.
Salam.